Thanks for watching our video, and thank you also for helping keep the Hammond tone wheel B3 organ alive. We couldn't do all this work that we do here without you. And it would also help greatly if you could subscribe, like, ask for notifications for when we have new videos. That would be a big help for us. So we thank you once again. I'm signing off for now, but we will be back. Style, Randolph. I'm not used to hearing you play in that particular style. Is that something you invented, or what was that?
Just
free
improving.
Improving?
Yes, sir. Improving.
Improving by Randolph. what was that?
Improvisation.
Improvisation.
Yes, sir.
You had all 10 fingers and 2 feet working at the same time.
Yes, sir.
Let's put a name on that tune you were just playing. We'll call it the 12-digit blues.
Okay.
But it's a happy sound, so it's really not a blues thing. I don't know what we need to come up with a good title, because sometimes people comment how much they love the way you play in the gospel style.
Yes, sir.
But they would love to hear you playing in other styles.
Right. Okay.
So the fact that maybe, you're on to something here. I know when I heard it a little while ago, I said, you have to do that in the video. That's so cool.
Yeah, it just kind of came to me at the moment.
Yeah, that'd be hard to give lessons to somebody on that. Oh, I want to learn how to play that. Okay, well, here's where you start.
Yes, sir.
So, hi folks, I'm Jim Huss from Keyboard Exchange International here in sunny Sanford, Florida, with Mr. Randolph Carter.
Yes, sir.
And Randolph was just playing on a Hammond C3 organ with a Leslie 122. It's gone through our shop, and I think it's pretty amazing. What do you think, Randolph?
Oh man, this was the first organ that Mr. Jim asked me to kind of test out for videos today, and man, I was thoroughly surprised of the sound and the feel and everything. So, and I believe we have someone already looking at it, but he better get here real fast.
Oh yeah, if this video goes out before he gets here,
absolutely,
he might have to get in line.
It's very powerful, very powerful. Yeah.
Well, what we're trying to do, Randolph, is get people to tell us the sound they're looking for based on the company reference numbers.
Okay.
If you can listen to a bunch of our videos and tell us, oh, which I like this one, I like that one, I like number 538, I love 498, then we can, and you can maybe do this too with our YouTube information, kind of track what years of production your ear prefers. Say, for example, if somebody was listening to 4, 5, 6 organs, but the ones they loved the best were from, like this one, 1961, 62. Yeah. These organs have a tone that's basically based on the era in which they were manufactured. Not the specific exact year, but of the 20-year production cycle, we have learned that from the late 60s to the 74, they were, what's the word?
More brighter.
More brighter. Yeah.
And 55 to right at the 60 mark seemed like that's when it was more mellow
and richer.
Yeah,
rich and mellow. Toward the end, bright. And then in the middle, like that's the era you like.
63, 64.
65, yeah, because of the sweet vibrato. I've been saying, am I saying that?
Absolutely.
Does that match up with what you think?
And the tone is like it's right in the middle from the 70s and the 50s, so it's like that perfect.
Oh, okay. It's like if someone was having a hard time making a decision, well, you can go for the middle era.
Yeah.
And if you really like that bright screaming sound, you know, I tend to like that sound myself.
Yeah.
You know, then you want to stick to the late 60s and 70s, and then some people have grown up playing an organ from the late 50s, and that's what they're used to hearing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But after we rebuild these organs, they sound like, I like to say, better than new.
Better than new.
Because we're doing things to these organs that the factory really hadn't thought of doing at the time. Specifically, that OBL2 we add on all our B3s and C3s. It allows you to connect the organ to a bass guitar amp if you just want your bass pedals and your finger bass to have extra power without taking anything away from the Leslie.
Exactly.
And
honestly, what I've ran into most frequently was a lot of churches we go to, they're using the overall as well as the low pass because some people desire that PR40 sound. Like
they use them both.
They'll use both, yeah.
Okay, well that's smart because that way you can EQ your bass tones and then you don't have a PR40, so you run the whole sound through the PA system and it gives you a texture. Like a lot of times back in the day, people would have a PR40, the original Hammond cabinet that came with most of the B3s and C3s, and then the Leslie was added as an afterthought. But the two sounds are distinctly different.
Absolutely.
They're both excellent, but now most of the time, people don't want a PR40. It's got a lot of parts to it, and maybe it would be difficult to maintain long term. Although we could rebuild one that might last for 30 years without needing much attention, additional attention.
Yes.
But instead of buying the extra speaker cabinet, you just use the OBL2 output, the overall, all the frequencies.
Yeah, and you just get that clean, I call it a clean, plain sound.
Clean, plain sound.
Versus a rotary.
Yeah, yeah. I sometimes use the term... when I can remember it, I sometimes use the term. I use a different term.
Yeah.
The clean sound, and then there's the more textured. It's a textured sound. It's different than the Leslie sound, but it's very straight and clean.
Right.
And so you have different textures of tones.
Right.
Now remember that, folks, and next time I will try to remember it.
If you're on our route and you desire a beautiful Hammond organ with a matching Leslie speaker, feel free to contact us and we'll add you to the trip.
Absolutely. Well, Randolph, I'm going to get out of the way. Why don't you play some more of what you were playing and then go into something that you might play at your church?
Okay.
Something real upbeat, though, and exciting.
Okay, will do.
Thanks, Randolph. Thanks for watching our video, and thank you also for helping keep the Hammond Tone Wheel B3 organ alive. We couldn't do all this work that we do here without you. And it would also help greatly if you could subscribe, like, ask for notifications for when we have new videos. That would be a big help for us. So we thank you once again. I'm signing off for now, but we will be back.